Andrew Cuomo, embroiled in his scandal. Now, when I say embroiled in the scandal, remember, again, as we've been talking about, there are two scandals here. One scandal where he is responsible for the deaths of thousands of people in nursing homes, and another scandal where he made inappropriate comments to women in the workplace. And all of the, if when you're looking at the media, all the headlines, all the condemnation from the media, from politicians, fellow Democrats, I mean, they're all lining up to condemn Cuomo. But every time you hear any of those people, media, politicians, referring to Andrew Cuomo's scandal, they will always be referring to the inappropriate comments, not the fact that he killed all those people. And when he was finally forced to give a press conference and address and give the tearful apology, it was, again, for the inappropriate comments and not the fact that all those people are dead because of decisions that he made. So here is Andrew Cuomo on the much, much less serious scandal. Here's what he has to say.
I fully support a woman's right to come forward. And I think it should be encouraged in every way. I now understand that I acted in a way that made people feel uncomfortable. It was unintentional, and I truly and deeply apologize for it. I feel awful about it, and frankly, I am embarrassed by it. And that's not easy to say, but that's the truth. But this is what I want you to know, and I want you to know this from me directly. I never touched anyone inappropriately. I never touched anyone inappropriately.
Well, he's embarrassed. It's hard for him to talk about. Very difficult for him. Poor Andrew Cuomo. But he supports a woman's right to come forward. There's that shift of the goalpost from believe all women to I support a woman's right to come forward. Of course you do. Everybody does anyone not support a woman's right to come forward? Is that a point of view that anyone has expressed at all? Does that exist? Is there an anti-coming forward position anywhere? Is anyone saying, no, you know what? I don't think women have the right at all. I don't think they have the right to come forward if they feel that something inappropriate is happening. They don't have the right. That's my opinion. Is anyone saying that? No. Yes, of course you support that right. Of course, these guys in this situation, they always have to pretend that they're grateful that women have come forward against them. I'm grateful that they've come out and said all these things. If you are saying that their claims are either untrue or that they have wildly misinterpreted your actions, then why would you be grateful they're saying it? I think it should be encouraged. I think women should be encouraged to come out and defame me. I think they should do it more often. I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier to be slandered and defamed in this way. I think it's just wonderful. I encourage more women to do it, in fact. So he's trying to strike a balancing act there that's impossible to strike. But again, it goes back to this really doesn't matter compared to the real scandal. This is like, and when I've talked about this, I've heard from a lot of people that have said, well, they're both bad. Sexual harassment, killing lots of elderly people with the nursing home policy, both bad. We should condemn them both. But there is such a wide gap between these two offenses that it is like saying, Ted Bundy John Wayne Gacy was a serial killer, but he also stole a guy's parking lot at Walmart. And both of those things are bad. Both of those are bad, and we should condemn them both. We need to have a conversation about both of those things because they're both bad. Yeah, they are both bad. But there's really not to put them in the same sentence, to put them in the same category, to lump them all together under the same umbrella is absurd and insane. So the fact that this is what's going to take him down, or at least even if it doesn't take him down, that this is the thing we're talking about is ridiculous. But it's we know for the Democrats, it's a pretty clever strategy. It's an obvious strategy where they've got this very serious scandal involving thousands of people lost their lives. And it's due to a policy that was not just in New York. This implicates other Democrat governors too. And so from the Democrat Party perspective, we cannot talk about that. These are policies they supported that were adopted by several Democrat governors, prominent ones too. Can't talk about that. So let's give the public another scandal instead. Let's give him a scandal that doesn't matter, that Cuomo can easily survive. And even if he doesn't, at least he's not going to take everyone down with him. And so we'll go with the sexual harassment thing again instead. Yeah, that is clearly the strategy. It's a brilliant strategy in an evil way, but it's quite brilliant. And it's working. Even many conservatives, from what I've noticed, have changed. They have gone along with this change of subject. And now when they're condemning Andrew Cuomo, it's about the sexual harassment stuff and not the dead people. Listen, hit that subscribe button right now. Do it right now. I thank you for your compliance. It is somewhat appreciated.